Kaldığımız yerden devam ediyoruz. Evet. Dur bakayım şunları da ayarlayayım. Bir saniye. Aç. Evet. Harikalar Diyarı'na hoş geldiniz. Sarıtaşlı yolu takip et. Ne diyeyim? O ne lan? Tavşan ama kanatları var, boynuzu var. Allah Allah, çok acayip ya. Gırk. Prenses ve 7 cüceler mi bunlar? Ben de gireyim lan. Sağır mıyım? Kapıyı açtım ama giremiyorum. Şş, beni de al. Buradan geldik oğlum. Aha. O ne ya? Gel buraya. Lan nereye gittin lan? Ah güzel. Ah, öldüm. Az bir dursana reis. What? Nasıl? Ağaçların içinden geçiriyor ya. Bir de saldıramıyorum ki ya, bu ne saçma bir şeydir ya. Hadi yeter hadi. Hadi yeter, eğlendik ha hadi. Hadi güldük, eğlendik ha. Zehirli elma aldık. Cüceden. Pamuk Prenses ve 7 cücelerden var ya, hiç yiyordu zehirli elmayı o işte. Ha da onu aldık işte. Heh. Heh. Buyurun bakalım. Bunlar kim ya? Abla kimsin? Aha.
Hands off my hearth, dearie. You wouldn't want me to get cross. Then you open it. Now, who's this? A lost traveler? You're not supposed to be here, sweetie.
Burada bak.
Why, you're old. Old and pale. But never worry. A bit of butter, a bit of spice, and you'll make a tasty morsel. Just as soon as I catch you.
Uh-oh. Okum nerede lan? Ne diyor?
She doesn't douse you.
Aha. Ne atıyorsun bu? Ya bu nasıl öldürüyorduk ya? Aha. Lan ne oluyor? Geri alt. Kendine gel lan. O ne lan? Aa. Hadi ablacığım hadi. Hadi ablacığım Allah versin. Allah versin hadi.
What the hell was that?
The Wicked Witch. Oh, you've heard of her, haven't you? Now, where did you put that key?
Listen, how'd you come by a weapon?
It's Prince Charming's. He no longer needs it. Here it is. Thank you. She'd have begged me for certain if you'd not... Sienna? Is that you? It's been years, Jack. Have you come to play? No, I just want your beans, so you can breathe easy.
Bu da neydi o? Filmin adı fasulye fırık şeyin fırık ne ya? Fasulye sırrı var ya böyle fasulye koyuyor piş, gökyüzüne kadar devlerin olduğu yere falan çıkıyor falan yani. Sözde bulutların içinde. Öyle bir yere.
Beans. What beans?
Try not to interrupt. Well, Jack, where are they? Sienna, I'm sorry, but I haven't got them. Oh, something tells me you're lying. Perhaps you wish to play the old games after all, hmm? This little piggy went to market. This little piggy went home, for instance. I'm telling the truth. I swear it. Henrietta, she ordered them buried all over so you wouldn't be able to leave. Where? I don't know. But Joss, the boy with the thing for wolves, he should know. He sticks his nose in everyone's affairs. He had better know, because if not, I'll find you and we'll have ourselves a little talk. Understand? Now shoo. All right. So why is it you're here?
Kayıp çocukluğum aramaya geldim.
Searching for my lost childhood. Wound up at Care More as a little boy. Don't quite remember how. Never had any toys. Never played any games. What do you think? Why might I be here? It's Deadloff. He's trying to force Anna Henrietta's hand. Wants her to release you. Summoned monsters to attack Beauclair.
Sounds like Deadloff, all right. But I doubt you came all this way just to bring me up to speed on current events. So get to the point, please.
Isn't it obvious? Offering to be your ally. We both want you out of here. You because you want your freedom back. Me because as soon as you meet with Deadloff, he'll put an end to the chaos in the city.
You exposed me. I landed in prison because of you. Now you come to beg my help, I dare say. My life is full of surprises, isn't it? But normally I'd tell you to sod off. But, from what you say, folk are dying who have nothing to do with this. Not part of the plan. Deadloff was only to kill those who deserved it. No one else. Fine, Witcher. I accept your offer. Consider us allies. Shake on it.
Since you brought it up, the knights Deadloff killed. What exactly did they do to you? Crespi, Dulac, Lacroix, Peyran?
Not a memory I enjoy revisiting, but I suppose you deserve to know. When my parents disowned me, they ordered those very knights to escort me beyond the duchy's borders. All did so without uttering a single word in my defense.
Like you said, they had their orders.
But Crespi was not ordered to beat me unconscious with a horsewhip after my first attempted escape. And Dulac had no instructions to deny me food and abuse me. I learned something then. Knights are not so chivalrous when no one's watching.
shocked, aren't you? You must have thought you had me pegged, before bothering to hear my side. Everyone does that.
Curse of the Black Sun. That's why you were banished, right?
Mm-hmm. Twisted princesses, mutants. I'm certain you've heard of us.
Even met one of you. Renfrey of Creighton.
And? Was she truly monstrous?
She was cruel, that's certain. But what caused it? The curse or what she went through? Asking myself to this day.
You killed her, didn't you?
Had no choice.
Funny. Mum said the same when she tossed me out of the house.
This place. Tell me something more. It's an illusion, right?
Yes, created by Arturius Vigo. Anna, Henrietta, and I would come here to play out scenes from our favorite fables.
Which didn't seem like she was playing.
Magical entropy. Without maintenance, the spell gradually disintegrates over time. It grows wild.
Your sister chose a dangerous place for your prison.
It's deceptive. Provided I don't provoke them, the fairy tale characters don't attack me. But you don't belong here, so you had best be on your watch.
So, what's with the beans? Mind explaining?
Certainly. But you must gird yourself with patience. There are 2 ways out of this land. My darling sister blocked one when she tossed me in here. The other's up there, in the clouds. She made it
Niye ya? Niye? Neden?
hard, but not impossible to access by concealing the beans.
Still don't understand.
Don't fret, just listen. That boy, that was Jack, of Beanstalk fame. You know the tale?
Jack climbed a gigantic beanstalk to a giant's castle, high up in the clouds.
As we shall do if we can just find those blasted beans. There are 3. 1 red, 1 blue, 1 yellow.
Stalk won't sprout from just one?
No, because it must transpire exactly as it did in the tale. Clear now? So we must find Joss. Perhaps he will be able to help us. You lead. Joss can usually be found wandering the glade at the foot of the mount. It's some distance from here, past the witch's house to the right. So, what exactly is happening in the city?
Bloodshed, a massacre, which is why we gotta hurry.
You needn't fret. Time flows differently in the Fable Sphere. We can stay here a week, yet outside mere minutes will have passed. Watch out! Pixies! Rat
Ne oluyor lan? Ulan ne lan?
Not the friendliest pixies I've met.
They were put here to protect the Fable Sphere from intruders. Meaning you.
Thank you.
Oh, unicorns! We must catch them.
Oh,
We want them
unicorn.
to walk everywhere then. I call the pink one. Exciting, isn't it? Reminds me of my childhood.
Reminds me of something altogether different.
Care to elaborate?
Rather not. That's it, Roach.
Roach mu? Nasıl? Aa, kurt.
Here, none at all. This is grand. I'm all right. Not in any danger. That's just. Last, they're going to rip him in six.
It's over.
No, it's not. There's more. Another wolf behind you. Ignore him. He always lies.
Aha. Boy who cried wolf. Still does, I suppose. And doesn't, when they actually appear.
The one and only. Listen, you little chit. Jack said you know what's become of his 3 beans. I don't know anything. Not one thing, and besides, watch out! Wolves!
This'll be interesting. Right, let's get to it. Yellow bean. Don't know a thing about it, right?
It's somewhere very, and I mean very deep. So deep, in fact, it's completely underground. And who has it? A bold farmhand, who in no way and not at all awaits someone. Not in the slightest. Help! Wolves!
Bet you haven't heard what happened to the blue bean. Maybe? Not at all? Right?
I've heard it lies about somewhere, out in the open.
Just like that? No one guarding it?
Nobody. 3 times over. Help! Wolves!
Let's say for a minute you know what happened to the red bean. Where wouldn't it be?
For certain, no one swallowed it. Oh no, definitely not that. Of course not. But say someone didn't. Who would it be that didn't swallow it? A human. The most humany human in the land of 1,000 fables. Good folk! Wolf! Say that word one more time and I'll chop you up. Feed you to the fishes. Understood?
Vay be.
All right, we should go.
Watch out for wolves!
Tough to talk to, that one.
Was it, though? You need merely remember he always lies. Or more precisely, reverses the truth.
Where to now?
I'm not sure. We should visit some of the other fables. The meaty ones, that is. Perhaps then Joss's hints will make more sense. It's just a few. Red Riding Hood, piglets and bears, 3 of each. And Goldilocks, of course. Then Longlocks and a little lass who sells flint.
Fine. Let's get to work. Incredible. You must have loved this place.
I did at first. But children get bored quickly. Even tea parties with a whole cackle of princesses eventually turn dull and routine.
What did you do then?
Dropped a duck egg in the swan's nest once, that sort of thing. Story of a princess, who sleeps to this day, I think.
Oha, ayılara bak.
Someone's eaten her marbles.
Abla yavaş. Büyülü yemek. Yesek ne olur? Hiçbir şey olmadı. Sen ne yapıyorsun? Ağaca takılmışsın ya.
Oh look, the Emperor of Nilfgaard. He's come out to show off his new robe.
O ne lan? Koca kötü kurt. Aa, kırmızı başlıklının kurtu.
Hello? Can we talk?
Schwungratsch, my head! Damn it all! I swear that was the last time I drank with Redbeard. Oh, Sienna, a bloody long time it's been. You've changed.
Whereas you, not at all, big bad wolf. Though it seems you've started running with the wrong crowd.
And who should I run with, eh? Thumbelina? One shot and she's under the table. But, what brings you?
You could always have a drink with us.
Oh, what now? Not on your life. I can barely stand, I'm so hungover.
You know what they say about the hair of the dog?
Out of the question. And why must you drink? Do you wish to drown some sorrow? And I don't mean to pry, but you don't look much like a young duchess to me.
They stripped me of my title and birthright, then banished me. A family spat, let's say.
Listen, looking for magic beans. Seen any?
I was given one for safekeeping, but...
Where is it? Talk!
Shh, not so loud.
Oh, I can be much louder than this. And resort to other means of persuasion.
Right there, the threats. Sienna to a T. Listen, I exist to restage a fairy tale. If you want to play at it, I'll be happy to oblige. But it won't be easy. The thing is, Little Red Riding Hoods popped her clogs.
What?
1,000 times they cut my gut open, filled it full of rocks and drowned me in the river. So once you stopped coming, I decided to repay the little imp for all her loving labor. Now what's at the bottom of the well? She and the hunter, which means we can't play, and I'm under no obligation to talk to you, not about beans, nor anything else. So leave me be. Sod off.
Wolf's pretty cranky.
Surprised? Think about it. He was cast in the role of the nemesis without ever asking for it. It's a dog's life, I tell you.
So, what now?
Don't worry. I'll play with him. Or rather, play him. I just need that little red hood. The piece of apparel, that is. Not the poor girl's corpse.
That's a relief.
You wish to help me? Here's your chance. Jump in the well and fish it out. Well, chop chop.
All right. Time to jump in the well.
Break a leg.
Atladım. Aha. Roman mızıkacılığı mıydı bunlar?
Look what I got.
That would never fit you. Give it to me. How do I look?
Wow.
Not bad.
Not bad at all.
Let's go see the big bad wolf.
Let me guess.
Vallahi at gibi ya, sorma.
And you, the hunter.
Belki bineriz ata.
You again? I thought I was clear. I will not talk to you if little Red Riding Hood is not with you.
Not a problem. Sienna can take her place.
What? Very well. It's not as if I can forbid you. Grand Hotel.
Grandmama, what big eyes you have.
Better to see you, it's my dear.
Granny, what big arms you have.
The better to embrace you is, my dear.
And grandmama, what big teeth you have. Eh?
The better to eat you is, my
Ya
dear.
ya ya ya ya. Aa, aa. Abi çok vuruyorum ya. Biraz da kıza vur la. Lan kızı yiyeceksin ya, kızı. Seni daha iyi yiyebilmek için hani. Abi gelip de vuruyor ya. Yani lan seni daha iyi yiyebilmek için yani. Git onu ye lan. Ha. Allah'ım manyağı. Dur şuna yağ süreyim ya. Neydi bu? Kurt adam. Lar neye giriyordu kurt adamlar? Bunlar değil. Hayvan ya. Lanetli ya. Abi yağ sürem ya. ...33 olmuş lan. Kılıcımız... ...Zoka'yı yutmak üzere. Küçüğüne yok mu? Lan ne yapıyorsun, deli dana gibi koşuyorsun ya. Bir dur ya Mine. Büyük anne. Ya biraz da kıza vur ya. Al. Hadi öl.
Remember what Joss said about the red bean. A human has it, and he definitely didn't swallow it.
Gotta open his belly. Bottle caps, fake teeth, a corkscrew. Ah, here it is. Red bean.
Well then, one step closer to our goal.
Evet.
Now I find myself wondering if you're just horribly discreet, or if those mutations completely scrubbed away your curiosity. Are you really not interested in what happened? In what became of me after they cast me out?
Well, since you brought it up, I'd gladly hear the rest. Let's see. They had escorted you out of the duchy.
Yes, And the noble knights of Toussaint, I didn't stop until we reached the Ketdu wilderness. They left me there alone, without a copper, in a torn lace dress, right when the frosts were setting in. They assumed something would eat me, or that I'd do everyone a favor and die of hunger. But as always, I failed to live up to expectations. I wandered the woods for a week, went purple from the cold, gnawed the bark from twigs. Finally, I saw a light among the trees. A campsite. They were bandits, bearded, drunk, spattered with blood. I was sure they'd rape me or kill me, or both.
Take it neither happened?
That's when I learned a robber and a murderer can be a better man than a knight in shining armor. They took me in, we set off for Nazaire, and I did what I could to repay them. I advanced in their ranks rather quickly, and eventually I became their leader. Of the whole ragged band.
Keşke orada kalsaymışsın. Biraz suyuna gidelim kızım, belki ata bindirir.
And throughout this time, my sister was stomping grapes and shagging minstrels on down bedding.
She wasn't the one to banish you.
And I'm not angry at her for that. I'm angry at her because she forgot about me. Right. We've had our chat. Come.
Takma hadi şarap açacağı. Şişe kapakları alalım. Ara dursun üstümüzde. Dört yapraklı yonca. Gökkuşağına bak. Gökkuşağın dibinde altın olur derler ya. Bir gidelim şunun dibine bakalım. Masallarda. Gerçi de.
Did you like Anna Henrietta?
Do you jest? I adored her. My darling little sis. So adorable. So sweet. Yet when they banished me from the palace, she didn't so much as peek out of the window.
She might not have known. Maybe just couldn't.
And could she also not grant me amnesty when she was crowned? Oh, 3 little pigs' homes. Story there. Like that.
Sticks. Brick's the only one left. Damn it.
Lan bir dur. Sıçtığımını. Gir lan oraya. Gir oraya. Lan vuramıyorsun da işte dur. Mavi fasulye. Okay.
The big bad witcher huffed and puffed, and look, got a bean.
It cannot be.
What cannot be?
You actually have a sense of humor.
Stunted a bit, but yeah, it's there.
Well, well, aren't you full of surprises? What else are you hiding behind that gruff exterior?
Not a bad singer. Do a pretty mean rendition of the Maids of Vicovaro, for instance. But some other time, maybe.
But here we are chatting away when there's work to do. We must keep looking.
Okay.
So, do you like it here?
No, got a problem with magic in general. Illusions, portals, all that. Don't trust any of it.
A bow of old-fashioned tastes, eh? I like that.
Şu çakmak taşı satan kız. Kibritçi kız herhalde oluyor bu. Gene. Aa dur şeye gidecektim lan. Dur lan dur. Lan dur. Ben dur. Abi Roach.
That's it, Roach.
Ulan. Ben şu gökkuşağının altına bakacağım, dibine. Aa, doğruymuş lan. Ananı aradın, ne oluyor? Korktum. Aa, ananı. Gene mi kandırıldık ya? Gene mi kandırıldık? Bu da mı gol değil hacı? Para. Altın top, altın iplik. Burhan altın top mu? Yoksa? Nerede o? Altın top, altın iplik. Allah'ım, o kadar çok şey var ki kasıyor bilgisayar. Aha. Oo. Hiç de para etmiyor herhalde. Bu ne oğlum? Bu muydu lan? Orada koskocaman altın külçesi vardı be. Püh. Sizin ben. Öbür ucunda var mıdır acaba? Neyse. Biz kibritçi kıza gidelim. Hayda. O ne ya? Billboard var. Roach atla. Bu ne oğlum? Bunlar ne alaka ya? Masal yarısı hakimleri. Birisi peşimde, bulutlardaki kaleden buraya taşındığımdan beri. Gidelim, çok gece bana yardım edin. Altın yumurtlayan kaz. Aa!
Contract from a goose. That's new.
You really aim to concern yourself with
Dur lan,
that?
şuna gideyim ben.
True Witcher should never abandon poultry in distress. Giddy up.
Ya satarım, bal satarım. Görevin ismine bak. Anam, keçiye bak. Lan götünde ne var onun? Bakayım. Be. Aa, don. La, altında don var lan. Ay. Lan yürüyün gidin, arasını satayım, sizden uğraşacağız ya arkadaş. Her seferinde aynı şey yapıyorsunuz. Ben de ediyorsunuz ya.
Doesn't seem to be at home. A feather broken. There was a fight.
Yağı satarım, bal satarım.
Whose feathers?
Mastam
Must have been
ölümüş.
flapping its wings. Or did
Ben
it just get blood?
satarım.
Watch out! Pixies!
Ya yine mi ya? Yeter be. Salın ulan, salın artık. Aa. Biri flüt çalıyor ya. Oğlum sen kimsin? Ay sen kimsin? Neyse, biz izlerimizi takip edelim.
Hey, there, in the trees. Some kind of camp?
In the tree. Kamp var.
Tentacles! The golden eggs will be ours!
That stench.
Oh no, ara tek attı la. Ya yine tek yiyoruz, yine tek yiyoruz. Lanet olsun ya. Aa, okçu var, ağzına sıçacağım senin okçu. Her yerde karşıma kızıl sakal.
You mean to cross the barbed
Hadi bay bay baba. Oh, ne vurdu be. Hadi ya, hadi.
Why keep her in a cage? Eggs from free-range birds are so much better.
Oh well. Where's
Got
the
it.
key?
Altın yumurtlayan kaz. Ha. Gel bakalım. Kaz kardeş. Enes Koçak hoş geldin. Aleykümselam. Bak bak bak. Evet.
Good
Altın.
thing you posted that notice. Never would have found you otherwise.
Yumurtlayacaksın mı lan? Aha. Aa. Sıçtı şey
She laid a
yumurtladı.
golden egg for you.
If only all my employers were that generous. I prefer the magic bean, but not about to complain.
Aa. Bak bak dedi gitti lan.
Did you really travel all the way here for a comment?
Nature of the job.
I don't believe it. You must have had another reason.
Ya başka sebep yok işte be. Ben gideyim şu çakmak kibritçi kızla yapayım bir bulayım.
Well, spent a few idyllic months in Beauclair some time past. Part of me wanted to come back, I think.
Oh yes. Visit Toussaint once and you'll always long to return.
Whoa there, Roach.
Takıldı gene. Ama seni beklemeyeceğim ya hadi. Hadi bebe. Size de uğraşmayacağım salaklar, hadi güle güle. Lan yürü gidin. Lan oğlum neye takıldın lan? Alay. Tamam. Tamam ki. Ne oldu kibritçi kız?
Care for a cigarillo?
Sigara alır mıyım?
Tobacco? A dab of fistek?
Fistek.
Remind me, what tale are you from?
Sold flints when I was a lass, but no one bought them, so I branched out. Now I deal in snuffs, puffs, all sorts of fun things. What'll you have, sweeties?
Chakli agri.
Do you have any?
If it's not the new name of some kicker I already have, dearies, then no. But maybe you'd like some.
Hey, where'd you get that ribbon? That's mine.
Is that so? Then why was it lying in the bushes? Finders keepers, sweetheart.
Malvandır.
The ribbon. Mind explaining what the fuss is about?
There's not much to explain. I got it from a Turius Vigo when I was a child. It was to protect me from evil. It clearly didn't work, given how I ended up.
But it means a lot to you.
How should I put this? I have so few mementos from my childhood, and the ribbon reminds me of the good old days, when I was someone else.
Yes. Could you continue this touching scene elsewhere? You're scaring away my customers.
Give Sienna the ribbon. Why not, huh?
Sugar plum. The only thing I hand out for free is a first hit. To get them to come back for a second, of course. For all else, you've got to pay.
What if I asked you nicely?
Ask me nicely and I might play you for it. A round of cards?
Hayda.
What have you got to sell exactly?
Like I said, tobacco, fistek, all sorts of things.
Bakayım. Altın topu var. Falanlar. Büyülü ayna parçası. 250. Oy. Kemik külleri. Hey. Çörek adam. Hani tobacco göremedim ben ya, sigara. Sigara alacaktım ama. Yok herhalde. Al sana şey satam. Elbise satam piyasana. Oo, parası bitti. Hanımefendinin. Pekala ya. O ne? Kim geldi? Göremedim. Yani. Al sana parasını vereyim ya.
I'll pay you for the ribbon. This enough?
It's enough. Now go
Aramız çok nasılsa. Ne tiplerle uğraşıyoruz ya, şunlara bak der gibi. Hareket çekiyor ve de ya
Tell
manyak.
me
What?
what you want in return. You're not doing this out of the kindness of your heart.
Don't want anything in return.
I... Thank you.
This Longlock's tower?
Indeed. It's even taller than I remembered.
Wait. What Joss said about the third beam, remember?
In the possession of a bold farmhand somewhere deep beneath the ground.
Demek ki kat kat üstünde.
Yes, this must be it. Let's go.
Could pull myself up here, and I'll have to make that jump.
If you say so, I shall wait down here if it's all the same. Climbing's not my strong suit.
Tutulursun lan. Aşağı düşeceğim. Diye korkuyorum. Şurada bir save atayım da. Tut hadi. Lan. Oğlum ne arıyorsun lan? Dur. İlle bana süper jump yaptıracaklar. Ayağına avradını. Ya bizim manyak nereye gitti bu kadın ya? Aa geliyor. Gel kız. Kız züllü. Ne? Uzun lüle. Uzun lüle de şey işte. Rapunzel. Onu öyle çevirmişler. Bildiğiniz şuradan kuleden saçını sarkıtır. Bakın şurada şeyi. Camı. Tam üstte. Daha fazla kalkmıyor. Saçını uzatır. Saçını uzat da çıkayım kız. Hadi biraz hızlı gel artık sen de ya. Ya bebeğim gelir misin? Hadi ne bekliyorsun? Şş, gelsene çıkamıyorum. Ne yapacağım? Lan avradını. Buradan zıplarım lan dur. Şuradan hızımı alayım. Şa! Anana dur. Hadi çıktım lan aradım vallahi çıktım lan hadi bakayım.
Prince's corpse. Tried to free Longlocks, but fell and broke his neck.
Düşüp boynunu kırmış tabi kırar. Onlar bir feature değil çünkü. Onlar bir feature olamaz çünkü hadi bakayım. Abi tutulma problemin mi var? Lan oğlum niye tutmuyorsun ha? Ya uğraştırma beni şu merdivenlerde ya. Bak işte. Ha? Lan bir saat uğraşacağız bu kalsa ya. Nerede böyle ya? Aç kız. Neredesin zilli? Gel buraya. Anam daha çıkıyoruz ya. Oğlum kaç kat ya? Ana avradım öken. Ana. O ne lan ol? Dur ne oluyor? Kız kendi saçıyla kendini asmış la. Manyak. O ne la? Lan yürü git. Yürü. Hadi ablacığım hadi. Hadi canım. Kendi saçıyla kendine asmış ulan. Vay anasına ya. Olaya bakar mısın? Şu kılıcını yine bir sok da. Arayalım kuleyi. Ne bu? Fasulye. Alalım.
Here it is. Would have stunk to climb all that way for nothing.
Aynen öyle. Aşağısı su mu? Denemek istiyorum. İşte öldüm ama kafa üstü çakıldık lan. Oha suya çakıldım. Ama ölmedim. Ne güzel.
So,
Suyun boyu 1 metre.
Bean, but long logs. Seems she got sick of waiting for a knight in shining armor.
can you blame her? Men these days, dandies and fops all.
That why you cozied up to a vampire?
Deadlaugh was a tool, and only a tool.
Too bad he didn't know that.
I trust no one. Learned that long ago. Now it's his turn.
To use him, was that your plan from the start?
No. At first I was simply intrigued. Do you know the story? It was in Metina, a few years past. I'd gone there to pass some loot off to a fence I know.
Bunlar konuşurken ben bir bardak çay alıp geliyorum hemen ya.
Terms when in walked Deadlaugh. He said he'd come to sell a silver candlestick. He gripped it through a cloth. That caught my eye. I followed him out, observed him from a distance, but he caught on quickly.
Yeah, superhuman senses will do that.
He turned down a blind alley. I followed. He jumped out from behind a crate, baring his teeth. I suppose he'd wanted to frighten me. Alas, he didn't in the least. After all, I'm a monster too, am I not?
Geldim. Çıkma sokağa girdi. Peşimden gittim. Bilgisayarın arkasından çıkıp benim dişlerini gösterdi herhalde. Beni korkutmak istedi ama başaramadı. Sonuçta ben...
A higher vampire and you were unimpressed? Don't know if that's brave or just plain foolish.
I've always had a way with ostensibly dangerous, quiet types.
That's supposed to be about me too?
Oh, bother, I hate to disappoint you, Geralt, but your belly button is not the center of the known world. Though, you do remind me of him a bit, stifling all emotions inside you, ever feigning indifference. You see, when I met Deadlaugh, somehow I knew, call it intuition, that he meant me no harm, that he was trying to frighten me off, for he too was scared. Now do you understand?
I guess. What happened then?
We talked, then met up once, twice, 3 times. Enough that he became infatuated. I truly enjoyed it at first, but only at first. He did not love like a man, but like an animal, madly, deeply, unconditionally, wildly. To return such a feeling, anyone would be hard-pressed, let alone someone as twisted as I am.
So there came a day you just up and disappeared.
Yes, there was no other way. Let's just be friends, or I don't deserve you. He'd never have understood that sort of thing. But then, once I decided to return, clean up some old affairs, I remembered him and concluded he could still be of use.
Playing with fire, that.
Definitely. And either I'll get burned or I'll burn all else down. No other options.
got a history with Dettlaff now, so this meeting will be different. Not afraid?
I can handle him.
Sure about that?
You look at him as a witcher and see a monster. I know what he's really like. You needn't worry. It's time to go. Just a bit more work and we'll be able to say sod off to this
Hadi gidelim.
sphere.
Şu fasulyeyi dikelim.
Now we must plant them by the path near Longlock's tower. Then prepare to meet the giant.
Allah'ım ya Rabbim ya, yeter olan. Bomba yapıyor şerefsizler. Bu ne oğlum ya? Ananız var ya. Nerede lan benim bombalarım? Kuzey gelim yok mu? Yakarım lan olayımızı. Öldüm lan, öldüm lan. Vurmayın lan, öldüm. Bir 500 tane daha falan gelebilir mi? O biraz az olmuş. Hadi lan öl.
Right, this is the spot. Pull out the beans.
Ek, nereye ekeyim? Şuraya.
Wait,
Why?
the stalk will sprout abruptly, very abruptly. We must be careful. All right, toss them.
Kaç ulan.
Something's always gotta go wrong.
Allah avradına.
The home stretch.
Lan elini kızı göğsünden çık. Elini göğsüne atıyor öyle. Tırman bakalım hadi. Geralt da az değil yemin ediyorum var ya. Aşağısı gözükmüyor artık ya. Anam öldüm anam. Ah.
Incredible.
Yerdeki sis tabakası şey gibi duruyor. Kız öldü mesela şu an.
Admire the view later. First we must deal with.
Bakmamız gereken bir dev var.
Him.
Haydi. Ay tipine vurayım ya. Bulut devi. Devlere ne gidiyordu ya? Hiç uğraşmayayım dur. Ben bakayım ya. Devler neydi ki ya? Hayalet değildir. Hayvan değildir. Lanetli değildir. Melez hiç değildir. Bunlar hiç değil. Buz devi. Ogroid yağı kullanacağız. Peki. Bomba var mı kullanabileceğimiz? Neymiş? Değil. Kuzey elimiz yok ya. Neydi Ogroid ya? Şu. Kılıç gene gitmiş. Daha yeni bastım 40'lık lan. Allah'tan kork. Ah. Aa. Ne yaptı? Lan nereye gittin? Allah Allah avradım. Aa! Ne yaptı lan? Allah. Allah seni kahretmesin. Allah'ım ya Rabbim ya. Aa, kıza vurma it. Gel bana vur, kıza vurma. Aa! Az kaldı ölüyordun ha. Aa, oğlum dur aşağı atacaksın lan. Aha gene gitti. Alttan çıkacak şimdi. Fırtlayacak ha burada. Yemezler koç. Allah ne oldu lan? Oğlum. Yemezler. Aa. Lan bir dur manyak. O an kaçamadık. Aha. Öldü. Mal. Şunlara vurdurunca elektrik çarpıyormuş. Yok lan iyice oldu ne?
Get rid of your guard, your captor. Getting close to the exit at this point. Probably think you don't need me anymore.
Well, you're wrong. You still stand to be quite useful to me.
Allah Allah nasıl ya? Anlamadım. Nasıl yani?
So, how? Plan to use me like you did Deadloff?
No, I need you for a purpose far simpler. Now don't just stand there and stare. I need a man, Geralt, and I'm not afraid to say it. I have no idea what awaits me once we leave this place. Treat it as my last.
Allah ata biniyoruz. Haydi bismillah. Başlayalım. Havada mı? Hep ilkleri gerçekleştiriyoruz ya. Aha. Lan Geralt var ya. Uh-oh. Evet. Seansımız başlamıştır. Tövbe tövbe. Neler oluyor? Bizim Geralt anca hırlayıp duruyor ya. Hırrrr yapıyor. Tamam mı? Hallettik mi? Bitti mi lan?
Just gonna go our separate ways? No parting words?
Did you wish to tell me something?
Actually, that'd probably be best.
Oh my. No woman's ever treated you this way.
Not that I recall, no.
In that case, at last you felt what so many women in this world feel at times.
I just hope this tale has a happy ending. For me, for you, for everyone.
That may very well depend on you.
What's that supposed to mean?
Nothing beyond what you heard. For now. Come. The exit's this way.
O ne?
Wisp. I think it's got something to show us.
Gelsene kız.
Careful. It's not to be trusted.
Tam gel.
Just curious. Why do you want the heart of Toussaint and the ducal wine?
They were my right. My due.
Doubt we would have figured you out if you hadn't tried to get them. Know that, don't you?
I do. And I regret nothing.
Kuyuya mı atla?
One lives but once. Here, we need but jump into the well. You first.
Niye sen önden git? Öldük.
Portals in a fountain? Not terribly practical.
It was a secret passage. Henriette and I would use it to...
Hide from your governess, which luckily she noted down in her diary, thus I knew where to await you. Never mind that. Has the young lady agreed to help clean up the mess she's made?
She has. And stop treating me as if I were a child.
Would you prefer I treated you like the lying manipulator you are?
Regis, what happened to your famous manners?
Apologies. I forgot myself.
Let's go. Really want to be done with this.
Hadi kız. Bum para bum bum bum para bum bum bum bum bum para bum bum.
Nice place.
Isn't it? Offers a lovely view of the valley. On a clear day, you can see the outlines of done time.
Is it, though? A ruin like any other, I think.
So sensitive, so aware. Honestly, what did Detlef ever see in you?
Perhaps he'll tell you himself.
You nervous?
Mm-hmm. It's always a bit nerve-wracking meeting an ex, and especially so when said ex is a vampire.
I doubt he'll be in the mood for jests.
I know. May I be honest? Yes, I'm nervous. I really would prefer just to run off. I gave my word I would help, I know. But how much is that worth? Yet I owe him this meeting, and that is that.
Let's get ready. Deadloff will be here any moment now.
Adama haber saldınız mı oğlum buradayız diye. Yusuf Taha hoş geldin, selam. Aha. Teşekkürler takipçi, merhaba. Tekrardan. Hadi gel kardeş, neredesin ya? Geliyor.
Sienna, I have a question I must ask you. Did you truly feign it all? That which bound us was a ruse?
Deadloff, it's not that simple.
Oh no, it's very simple. You either deceived me or not. In forgiving you, I grieve. For now, we must part.
What? But how?
The ribbon? Ha! Seems I've been fooled again. She will pay for this sooner or later. She will pay! You never should have meddled with her!
Çirkinleşme ya Deadloff. Hayda. Vay yavru. Şerefsiz ya. Tam bir şerefsizsin Deadloff. Gel bakalım. Gel ağzına bir şey vurayım. Bir dakika. Deadloff. Tamam. Bıçaklarını bile geliyorum hemen. Deadloff. Evet. Deadloff. Vampir ya. Karakan. Queen. Karakan ne veriyordu? Okay. Queen. Okay. Okay. Oh, he's a brom. Oh. Uh-oh. Aa. Lan oğlum dur lan dur, ona basmayacaktım lan, dur lan. Tam öldüm ya. Tam öldüm, bir dur. Tamam öldüm. Belki öldüm. Aa. Aha soktum vallahi. Ya çirkinleşme ya. Bu nedir ya? Ay, ananı avradına ne oldun lan? Wow. O ne? Yok. Dur, ok atayım ben sana. Ok at. Ok. Ulan nereden? Allah. Ana lan, tek yedim lan oğlum lan. Lan tek yedim lan oğlum, manyak mısın nesin sen ya? Oo, tehlikeli. Oğlum lan nasıl tek yiyorum ya? Ya olmadı ki öyle bir şey ama. Karakan. Onu da yesem ölmüştüm zaten herhalde. Lan oğlum uçurma işte ya. Ay ananı avradını. Yok. Detlaf sakin ol. Detlaf. Ananı avradını. Yok. Ne oldu aha? Ne oldu lan? Ananı avradını, kanadını var ya alırım arkadan ha. Anam kanım içiyor lan. Haydi buyurun. O ne ya? O ne be? Aa. O ne lan? Of ya. Yok. Oğlum kim konuşuyor lan? Aha. Aa, dur lan dur, şuna vuracağım. Ona vurmam lazım. Dur. Abi bir dur. Abi ne lan? Ne olursun bir dur. Vurma. Dur. Yakayım ben. Lan bir dur. Öldüm ya. Anladım. Yanlış şeye bastım ya. Yok oğlum yok, seni kandırmışlar ya. Dur. Yok. Aha biri gitti. Ağzına sıçtım dead laf. Bu da gitti. Ağzına sıçtım dead laf. Dur. Dur lan bir tane vurayım. Ağzına sıçtım, hadi gel bakalım. Oh. Oh be. Kafayı kopar. Kopar kafayı kopar Geralt. Lan ölmez o, kafayı kop. Lan oğlum kafayı kopart işte ya. Ya ne mal adam ya. Regis iyi misin la? Kanka valla helal olsun ha. İyi kapıştın. Oğlum birleşiyor, kafasını kopar şunun. Bak birleşiyor, bak birleşmeye çalışıyor. Dur ben yaparım.
I can't let.
I insist.
Birleşti. Aha. Oh. Ne yapıyorsun lan? Yıllardır hasretine çektiği kanın tadına baktı sonunda Regis. Vay be. Of. O neydi lan? Ulan iyi ki o kıza kurdeleyi almışız, bak kurdele sayesinde tekrar gitti oraya ya. Almazsak demek ki orada ölecekmiş o sahnede. Sonra benim kardeşimi öldürttün diye başımın etini yiyecekti Anna Henry hatta. Ulan iyi ki almışız ya. Peşan Mutna 2 hafta sonra Terzi Atölyesi. Güzel bir dublet dikmişler bakalım. Dikiyor.
What a smashing ensemble. You wear it well.
Shut up. I look like a
Kaftan is so of the best
Kaftan.
fabrics available, and according to
Vampir
the best
efsane ya.
tailoring practices. But
Harbi güzeldi.
must have a modicum of taste to appreciate
Ve tek seferde geçtik en zor seçenekte. Deathmark.
only deficiencies in beauty, never in refinement.
Giyen insan bunu takdir etmesi için bir zevkli olması gerekir. En zarif evsap bile yalnızca dış güzellik kusurlar örter, zarafettekileri değil.
Usually wear something different, better suited to my trade. Got nothing against this particular outfit, though. Just don't exactly feel comfortable in it. And I despise formal occasions.
Nothing one can't get accustomed to. Now, be so kind as to stand still. All that being as it may, Toussaint's highest honor, the Order of Vitis Vinifera, demands appropriate attire. The Duchess cannot be expected to drape the medal on a suit of armor caked in mud. Palace protocol places enormous emphasis on form, virtuous tradition, etiquette. A tradition which values appearances ahead of all else. Which calls
Kabadayı gibi yürüyor Geralt, kolları açmış.
for misplaced generosity.
wistful, pensive, Regis. That because they refuse to buy you a new outfit?
Hardly. It's the tone I ever adopt when I find myself pondering, which, believe it or not, happens quite a lot. Besides, I've no need for a new outfit as I shall not be attending the ceremony.
Why not?
Because unlike you, I don't have to. I shall begin to pack my belongings instead. I trust you'll join me later, once you're richer by a medal and a fascinating new experience.
Count on it. Ceremonies, medals honoring virtues, just keeps coming up.
I've had no reprieve either, and I keep thinking of the last great virtue, compassion. It's the one piece of the puzzle that never seemed to fit.
Mean you suddenly believe the 5 virtues theory, after all we've revealed?
It's not a question of belief, superstition, or old wives' tales. It's a conclusion derived through exercising pure logic. Siana planned everything in advance. Had we not stopped her, surely there'd have been a 5th victim. One the gossips would have associated with a lack of compassion.
Her plans don't matter now. Can't act on them. Ask the messenger who delivered my invitation to the ceremony. Siana's in the palace. Courtiers pressured the Duchess to lock her in a tower.
Do you care not a whit who else was in her black book? We've some time before the ceremony. We could still chat with that boot-cleaning urchin. He was the one to pass the victims' names to Detlef. Perhaps we missed something.
Regis, Bootblack didn't say anything about making deliveries when we talked to him. How do you know he handled the letters?
While you basked in glory and tried on new formal wear, I conducted a little investigation of my own. You'd be very proud to see how I conducted myself. I began by concocting an ample supply of boot wash for our enterprising young friend. I'd observed that among street folk, amidst their society as a whole, reciprocity takes precedence over all other codes, and thus no good deed goes unrewarded. Of course, the same holds true for malicious or destructive deeds.
The letters, what's the connection?
When the bootblack arrived to collect his bucketful, he hinted he knew more. Simply put, we'd failed to ask the proper questions when we chatted earlier. It took a bit more tongue-loosening, but ultimately he spoke. He admitted he'd handed Detlef the letters. He knew this information was valuable to me. In providing it, he was simply repaying me.
All in all, why not check up on that? We'll go together, assuming we're done here.
I am done, yes. It lies in your hands now to see if you are able to present my handiwork at the ceremony with the dignity it is due. Or if you will first destroy it, crawling about the city's underbelly.
Promise to be careful.
Lan üstüne boya dökülmesin şimdi ya, çıkarsaydık.
It's the swordsman. Good to see you. Here for a spiffing? Dirty boots are a stain on professional dignity, you know. Step on up.
Need to ask you something.
Yet again? Go on then. I'm a proponent of free speech and I will gladly tell you all I know. But why not get your boots shanked while we jabber?
Guess they could use a spit and polish.
Then I shall take advantage as well. A friend of mine used to say boots should be as clean as the soles that wear them.
Clean boots, clean soles. A fine slogan.
Oğlum para verdik o kadar, dükkan açacaktı çocuk. Açmamış.
Though it'd be even better were certain folk to sit down for a shine as they stood and chatted.
Man in the frock coat. You passed him some letters, remember?
Why, of course. I'm young, got a mind like a steel trap, but...
If you're about to tell me this information will cost me, forget it. How'd you get those letters?
Beckers brought them.
Why didn't you tell us this before, when we first talked?
You didn't ask about beggars now, did you?
Beggars. Tell us more about them. How many were there?
Why, 4. 1 for each letter.
Just 4? Sure you didn't get a 5th?
I can't count, you know.
Remember anything else? These beggars have anything in common?
What? Come now. Each was different. Some had mismatched boots, others had no boots at all. Oh, I know! They all had no home!
Kid, my patience is starting to run a little thin. Now think hard. Remember what they looked like?
Of course. I've a mind like a steel trap, as I said. They were ragged, unshaved. Their clothes were tattered. As to their boots, well, I mentioned that already.
Geralt, allow me to ask a question. Listen, lad. I'll be glad to mix another batch of that boot shine for you. But you must focus now and tell us all you know. Where can we find the beggars?
Well, at the shelter, most like.
Where's that?
Everyone knows. It's just round the corner. Up those stairs, then right.
Thanks, kid. For your trouble. You must visit the shelter. Look around inside.
Dur abi dur. Ben şunları bir çıkartayım da. Ne olur ne olmaz sonra başım belaya girmesin. Allah rızası için. Dur. Tamam, şimdi şunları tak. Ondan sonra giyeriz. Çekil lan.
You? What do you want?
To talk.
Here, that's a waste of breath. We've tried it, only to tire our lips. We'll use other means of persuasion now.
Gentlemen, calm, please.
Either get out along with these flea-ridden vagabonds, or we'll toss you all out. Our patience is gone. This place is no longer a rank refuse dump.
Scram! Decent folk live here.
The shelter, them living here, bothers you. Question is why?
Look, Ballard. Another defender of the poor, fighter for justice.
Damn nuisance. We've our women and young folk living next door, when even grown men fear to walk past such rabble.
Decent folk you mention. Mean yourselves?
Why? Do you doubt it?
Hell yes.
Hear that, Artois? He poking insults us. Our own turf.
We should step aside, good fellow. My friend is perfectly capable of settling this unfortunate dispute on his own.
Halbuki dojladım ya.
Come now, Twitter. Try me.
Aa. Abi dojluyorum lan oğlum, yapma şunu ya. Allah Allah ya. Vururum valla. Çık. Aldın mı mesajı? Hadi bakayım. Yürü.
I thank you so
Köpek.
much for your aid. I tried to reason with them, but they'd have beat me blue had you not come along. I'm grateful. Immensely.
What did they want from you?
They are neighbors. Wish me to take my folk and the shelter elsewhere. They dislike that I help the beggars. I do not oppose going elsewhere were we to have somewhere to go. But you've come with a problem, have you? My turn to aid you.
Need some information. Looking for a man who might have mentioned the boot black in Rue de Garl.
The boot black. A feisty lad. I know him.
Any of your, wards supposed to meet him recently or soon?
Forgive me. Those I help and I are not so close that I would know. But should you wait, they'll all soon come for their meal. You can question them yourselves.
Sure all your usual beggars will be here?
They're not obliged to come, of course. But they rarely find a decent meal elsewhere. So, almost all in the area eat here.
Thanks. We'll wait. Nice of you to let us.
My dears, I've a matter to address before I serve the soup. These two gentlemen have some questions of you. Pay attention. Answer in brief. For if you draw it out, your soup will go cold, and we wouldn't want that, would we?
Recently, 4 of you delivered sealed letters to the boot black. I know this.
Does anyone know what the gentleman means? Go on, speak up. Romain?
Why should I squeal? We were all told not to mention the letters. We all swore.
You can tell me, Romain. You were given a letter and you delivered it, right? Good work, Romain. Thank you. Who else?
I got one too. Gave it to the boot black. Freshie, he got one. But he can't tell you, as he's not here.
I still have mine. I'm to deliver it 2 days after the Feast of St. Barnabas.
It's a matter of importance to the duchy. Hand it over, or I'll take it from you, plain and simple.
But I was to deliver it personally. Let no one else see it. That is what she said, and she was frightening.
You ought to heed folk who are kind and honest. These men helped me a short while ago, helped all of us. If this individual threatened you, you need not keep the promise you made.
All right, take it. I didn't want to see the boot black anyways. It's always muddy there.
Damn it.
What is it? Another name, truly?
See for yourself.
Well. I must say, even I did not expect this. This time you will see to our Duchessa. It seems we underestimated Siana rather grossly.
Judging by this, Detloff was literally supposed to tear her heart out.
Yet first you must snap her neck. Puzzling.
Duchess was to be Detloff's last victim. Siana planned it from the start.
Indeed. The logical conclusion, Geralt.
4 seemingly random victims to start. The virtue's their only link. Enough to get folk talking about a righteous, vengeful beast. Obscured the victims' links to Siana, even as she had those she despised killed off one by one, leaving the Duchess for last.
Had she managed to fulfill her plan, none would have questioned the reasons. Most would have thought Anna Henrietta had died for her sins. She was known to show a hard heart on many occasions, ample proof of a lack of compassion.
Why would Siana murder her own sister? Out of envy? To take power? From an
Kaç kişi var lan
invention for
Ahmet?
evil?
Yes, and yes. All seem likely, and none are mutually exclusive. But if you'd like to know for certain, you could always ask her yourself.
Sen cevap ver o zaman.
love to learn her motives.
Praiseworthy, I suppose.
Ah, en güzeli.
Sometimes one should stare evil in the face.
Seems a bit strong, no?
She used my friend as her tool for killing. I believe I've every right to condemn her. But I support your lust for the truth. Some philosophers think empirical
Onur Özkan,
examination the sole path to knowledge.
teşekkürler takipçin, hoş geldin.
I believe you mentioned the Duchess keeps Siana locked up.
Courtiers were insisting on a harsher punishment.
Aha, Yusuf
Much
da eline
harsher.
döküyormuş.
Think Anna Henrietta had to protect her sister from a lynch mob as much as she wanted to protect her subjects from a criminal. One way or another, she's locked away in a secluded wing of the palace, awaiting trial before a court of law. I'd need to get past some guards to see her. Coming with?
Of course not. I shall await you at Mare la Chaise-Longue. I'll
Mare
not risk
la
it
Chaise-Longue.
because of the Dettlaff and his minions' rampage. Besides, I vastly prefer the company of a simple mug of mandrake brew to that of the Duchess's vile sister.
So, said straight up, it means you're going off to get drunk because you hate Siana.
I've never been fond of categorical statements of that kind, but I admit I could not vouch for my behavior in her presence. She treated Dettlaff cruelly, caused his death in the end, and now this? Atop all that? No, Geralt. I will not go with you. I will await you at the cemetery.
İyi be, gelmezsen gelme.
Let me live.
400 metre mi? Oha. At gelsene bir ya. Ne zamandır? Bayağı oldu ya. 2-3 sene falan. Tam hatırlamıyorum ne zaman olduğunu. Şey çıkmıştı. Wildlands'in Ghost Recon Wildlands'in betası vardı. Başladığım zamanlar. Tam ne kadar oldu hatırlamıyorum ama işte.
Keep calm. Start slow progress.
Kadın iç çamaşırıyla geziyor lan sokakta. Manyak.
Any takers? Last call, then I head home.
Lan geçtik nereye gidiyorum dur. Almışım yollara. Şuradan saray kapısına gideceğiz. Amma uzakmış be. Vallahi takipçi az olur ya, normaldir. Yani çok şey yapamıyorum, 2 senedir çalıştığım için bir işte yayınlara pek yoğunluk veremiyorum o yüzden. Gelip böyle bir 2 saat falan oyun oynayıp çıkıyorum işte hani. Yani oyun oynamak için, hobi niyetine anlayacağım. Ve pek para kazanmak için yaptığım bir iş değil yani bu. Bir depar atabilir miyim ya artık? Allah'ım bitmiyor yol.
Slow now.
Tamam, sen burada otlan. Aşağı in otluklara. Hadi bakayım. Peki. Lan ne oluyor? Oğlum takıldı. Manyak ya. Fena değil tablo. Hold.
Halt!
Need to see Siana urgently.
In the matter of?
Want to talk to her. It's important.
Want to talk? Go see your gran at tea time. Not one locked up on the Duchess's orders. No doing without special permission. Period.
Found some information important to her case. Need an explanation, urgently.
Ah, fine then. You're that witcher who solved the murders, no? Then you've my permission, but only for a few minutes.
Promise to be brief.
Ne var be? Ah. Ah. Görev yapıyoruz şurada, bir dur be. Açın kapıyı.
The witcher will speak with the inmate. You can take a momentary break.
Gidin bir çay için lan. Hadi hadi gidin bir çay için. El yüzünüze bir su çarpın hadi.
Have you come to see how I fare? I'm fine, thank you. Artorius' ribbon worked wonders. It's a shame they took it from me
I know who the fifth victim was supposed to be.
Goodness, you're simply a compulsive snoop. I'm in prison. Dettlaff is dead. Could you not just drop it?
Sienna, stop pretending you couldn't care less. I know it's an act, and it's really starting to wear. Why do you want to kill her?
For such an accomplished investigator to ask about the obvious? Come now, Geralt. Why do you think?
Because she turned her back on you, then banished all memory of you?
Bravo, Geralt. Yet another riddle solved, and your sick curiosity sated. Well, what now? Off to share your discovery with Anna Henrietta? No, she's no longer in danger, true. But she very well might add a little something to your reward.
Definitely gonna tell her. Not necessarily for the coin, though.
Then why do it at all?
She ought to know. If only 'cause you'll probably try to kill her again if she ever lets you out.
I probably will.
Perhaps, just for a second, you could stop dwelling on all the wrongs folk have done you and forgive her.
Why should I?
For old time's sake. You loved each other once.
Please. I don't know who fed you that rubbish, but...
Read your governess's diary. You played together, were inseparable. Henriette'd get you into trouble sometimes, sure. But there were also times she stood up for you. When you had nightmares, only she could calm you. Time eats away at memories, distorts them. Sometimes we only remember the good. Sometimes only the bad.
If she loved me so, why did she wash her hands off me? Forget me,
Sienna, you were exiled when she was how old? 12? 13? She was a child. What was she supposed to do? Rebel? Organize a coup? Steal your father's seal and forge a pardon? She was powerless. Wiped you from her memory not because she didn't care, but because your departure was traumatic for her. She forgot because that was the only way she could handle the pain.
Ugh. You meant what you said in the Land of 1,000 Fables. You really want a happy ending to this story, don't you? With all of us living happily ever after. Go, Witcher, or they'll give your medal to another. And that would be a shame.
Farewell, Sienna.
Commander de la Tour would like to see you. Shall we go at once?
Let's go. Want to see him too. Damien.
Geralt, It's about time. Ready for the ceremony?
Your face doesn't look good. Though it looked even worse last I saw you.
I apply a balm of Anakart. I hardly feel it anymore.
Beşinci kurban kim olacaktı öğrendim deyip söyleyebiliriz. Şimdi o konuşmanın ardından acaba birazcık yumuşamış mıdır? Hani şey yapar mı bilmiyorum ki.
All right, we can start.
Very well. But you must behave. Less like a hired thug, and more like a man deserving of the duchy's highest honor.
Dur elbisemi giyeyim lan bırak da.
In fact, you'd do best to maintain a dignified silence throughout. Very well. Let us get things underway.
Hı.
Don your
Tamam.
ceremonial attire.
İyi bak burada vermiş seçenek.
You'll come with me.
Kıyafetleri
A grace
giymemiz için.
awaits.
Güzel. Ver de giyeyim kıyafetlerimi de. Al. Al beni. Ha giymişiz tamam. Allah'ım elbiseye bak ya.
Your assistance, your enlightened highness. Without barrels, production will come to a stop, and it will be the end of us.
You lost them all in the fire. These are horrible tidings. Oh, we are most dreadfully saddened.
Yes, your enlightened highness all. Once the beasts had clawed their way into the warehouse, the whole place went up in flames.
I shall dispatch a palace guardsman to examine the site of the blaze. If things are, as you say, fitting compensation shall be paid from the ducal treasury.
Thank you, your enlightened highness. Your Grace, Geralt of Rivia has arrived.
My dear subjects, we come now to our next point of business. Of all the duties which fall upon my shoulders, as the ruler of this dominion, this duty is dearest to my heart. For now, we shall award the Order of Vitis Vinifera, Tucson's highest honor.
Geralt of Rivia, slayer of the beast of Beauclair, step forth.
We bestow the distinction upon the Witcher, who saved Beauclair from the terrible beast. Such is our desire.
Last action hero.
May this symbol serve as a reminder to all that the Witcher shall forever remain a friend of Beauclair. In more familiar terms now, I thank you immensely, Geralt. Damien has your reward for you. After all, it was but a contract.
Thank you.
I have a small surprise for you, in addition.
5000.
I give you more than a dozen barrels of Sonreal, a wine normally reserved for the ducal table. The gustatory experience of a lifetime awaits. Are you content?
Hala seçenek veriyor ya. Söylesem mi acaba? Hmm. Söyleyelim mi?
I am, and truly grateful, Your Grace. Sadly, I'm afraid I have to sour the mood. It's Sienna. She plotted to have you killed, Duchess. Planned to use Dettlaff. You were to be the beast's fifth victim.
This cannot be true. You're mistaken.
You must be.
I have proof.
I do not believe it. In a moment I shall speak to Siana. Will you assist me?
Ederim.
You returned my sister to me, yet what you tell me now I find devastating. I've come to doubt that I can judge her fairly. I'd far prefer to learn you're mistaken, Geralt.
I'm not. In fact, I'd recommend you be particularly careful around her.
You exaggerate, Witcher. She is my sister. I know well how to speak to her.
If my presence will help in any manner, of course I'll stay.
We shall now question a person implicated in the murders which recently ravaged our fair city of Beauclair. Captain de la Tour, show Sylvia Anna in. The Witcher will take part in our talk.
The Duchess requested I be present.
You have committed crimes. Grave crimes. Yet you are my sister, and my heart does not allow me to treat you as a common criminal. Nor does it let me believe you sought my demise. My heart yearns to know you were swayed by the monster Dettlaff. You yourself would never stoop so low. Thus I have asked Geralt to advise me, as one impartial. I shall now hear what he has to say.
Bitterness consumes Siana. She had cause to resent many of the court of Beauclair. I know her reasons, understand them even. But I can't condone the actions she chose to take.
What is he talking about, Siana?
You know exactly what. I was forcibly exiled, remember? To your benefit. You knew well the throne would then be yours, though I was the elder. The ministers I can understand. They'd hated me since I was a child, thought me a poor prospect for the wife of a duke. I even understand our parents. I'd always sensed the problem. They simply feared me, for I dared to be free. That fabricated curse, it fell into their laps. A gift from above that brought relief. But you... Your dagger hurt most. You were my Henrietta, damn it. My darling little sister. Now do you understand, Witcher? She betrayed me.
You were children then. You and your sister both had no control over what happened.
You're wrong, Witcher. She had control. Remember, dear sister, the day they banished me from the palace? Of course, I'd had the idea to pelt the Nilfgaardian envoy with fish bladders, which we filled with rancid suet on a lark, and which you set afire at the last to impress me, I imagine. And I admit, you did. Hit him right in his hideous bald patch. Never laughed so hard in my life. But when it came time to find the culprit, you said not a word. I took all the blame and all the punishment.
It's true. I did not stand up for you. I was too afraid.
council was unanimous. They listed all my offenses, my flights from the palace, supposed acts of cruelty, inappropriate friendships. They cast me out, but you, the only one to understand me, you cowered in a corner, lifted not a finger to help. Not before, not after. You never tried to find me.
That's not true. I searched for you, sent out knights, gathered tidings from without. You did not wish to be found. Since the day you vanished, I have lived with the knowledge that I failed you. I'm sorry, dear sister. Can you forgive me?
Affet lan işte ya. Hadi be. Affet be aga. Hadi be, tatlıya bağlayalım şu işi be. Hadi be. Hadi at elini arkasına hadi. Hadi hadi. Yes. İşte bu ya. Hadi be oğlum. Bir şey olmaz. Şuradan tatlı bir şekilde çıkalım ya. Bıçaklamasın arkadan. Sakın bir şey yapma kız. Hah, sarılın kardeş. Aferin ya. İşte bu be. İşte bu be. Lan ben rahatladım yemin ediyorum var ya. Uf. Bir an birbirlerini bıçaklayacaklar sandım da. Allah'tan öyle bir şey olmadı ya. Evet, geldik arkadaşımızın yanına, mezarlığa.
Perhaps for you, as you ducked out early. The others are probably just getting started. The drunkenness never ends in this quaint realm.
Not so fond of Toussaint after all, are we?
Ah, this place is like a strong wine, Geralt. Good in small sips. How do you find my personal? Not too strong.
Just right.
Credit the local mandrake of the Alrauna diavolis variety for that. The tubers which grow in this area's volcanic soil have an altogether unique flavour profile and display a remarkably uncommon dark brown tint.
Fascinating. All I can say is this batch turned out excellent.
Indeed. It might be wise to stockpile some roots for the future. Would you care to accompany me?
Ederiz be kardeşim. Şimdi mi lan karanlıkta? Sabah gidelim.
Decide to go root picking now? It's dark out.
Geralt, even were I generously to assume it had simply slipped your mind that I am a vampire and thus need no light to see, I'd never believe you had also forgotten that you likewise have absolutely no trouble seeing in the dark. So, shall we?
Hadi gidelim lan.
If you think it's a good idea, let's go. But I think you might be forgetting one thing. Fresh mandrake root of this variety is highly toxic, even to a witcher.
Ah, not a problem. I never forget matters of safety and hygiene in alchemy.
Aha.
Here, gloves and a mask. Don them and you shall be in no danger.
Hayda, maymun gibi olacağız şimdi.
Right then, let's go.
Lan maymun olacağız şimdi, iyi mi ya? Dur, giyeyim bari. Nerede? Şurada. Allah tipe bak ya.
This moonlight makes me oh so dreamy.
Koşalım ne olur.
Succubus twins?
No, I was thinking about how anything can look interesting when properly lit.
Allah.
Where'd that bloodsucker go?
Nereye gitti lan o?
Be easy to track down. He's a vampire after all.
Ay ananın avradını.
Regis!
Lan nereye kayboldun hemen la? Daha yeni konuşuyordun ya. Üf. Ya Regis şaka mı yapıyorsun oğlum?
Where'd you go?
Oğlum ne var? Aha. Aa lan. Oğlum. Lan ne oluyor oğlum lan? Şş, dur lan bir dur ne oluyor? Anana. Lan siktir. Allah Allah ya oğlum nereye düştüm yine ben ya? Ya öldü mü? Helal lan tek attı vallahi hepsini.
Those Bruxay, they called you a traitor.
Alas, we've a very simple code of honor, we vampires. So simple you might call it trivial. Either one is with us, unconditionally, regardless of the circumstances, or...
Won't let it go, will they?
They will not. Fortunately, we've another rule, an unwritten one, and just as trivial as the first. It is neatly summarized in the saying, out of sight, out of mind. That is why I must leave Toussaint. For a vastly long time, most like.
Ah be kardeşim ya.
Yeah, I get it.
Let us make for my camp. I've an overwhelming desire to have another drink.
Ne içtiniz be sabah oldu be yeter.
Bouquet, firm, defined beginning, then develops gently, rising to a startling finish. Don't you think?
Not much of a connoisseur.
Then it is high time you started your education. After all, the Corvo Bianco vineyard is now yours. By the way, I left a gift for you at your new home. On the nightstand.
Vallahi mi lan? Bakayım dur.
Thanks. Mind telling me what it is?
A trifle. That will nonetheless be useful should you need mutagens. Incidentally, have you thought about what you'll do with your prize? Shall you hang your swords over the mantle and take to pruning vines?
Budamaya başlıyor musun? Ya yerleşeceğiz tabi lan buraya.
Know what? Think I just might. Come on now, don't laugh. Maybe not today or tomorrow. But one day I'll want to see what it's like.
Gel.
To just wake up every day in my own bed.
Oh, stop, please. Sounds so sentimental, my fangs have begun to hurt. Then what? Will you begin writing your memoirs like
aşkım?
Dandelion? I can remember a night, not too far from here if I'm not mistaken. We hid in a cave while a blizzard raged all about. Does that sound at all familiar?
How could it not? We just set off to rescue Ciri from Vilgefortz.
Oh, our encounter with Vilgefortz. That is something I do not remember so fondly. But that first stay in Beauclair, far calmer than this one.
Seemed like a land straight out of a fairy tale back then. Its sole problem was cellars too small to accommodate all that wine.
Allah Yusuf'cum bilmiyorum ki ya.
Appearances like mamoons.
Yarın belki açmayabilirim hani biraz daha dinlenip şöyle kendime vakit ayırmaya falan çalışıyorum. Pazartesi falan olur yani Call of Duty falan oynarız. Bu oyun Witcher bitiyor zaten. Call of Duty'nin Battle Royale'ini falan oynarım. Ya oynarız bilmiyorum. Duruma göre değişir. Yeni bir oyun çıkar, güzel bir oyun. Onu oynarım. Hoşuma gider bir şey, gidecek bir şey. Nereye gideceksin kardeşim lan? Belki uğrarız. Bir yanına ziyaret ederiz seni.
Distance is of the essence. I thought I might venture south.
Nilfgaard?
Why ever not? The Nilfgaardians are a modern society. None there believe in vampires anymore. This fact alone could be very useful to one wishing to remain incognito.
Interesting point of view.
Hadi biraz daha oturalım ya.
I so don't feel like going anywhere.
Ve Witcher Wild Hunt Blood and Wine ek paketi de böylelikle sona ermiş oluyor.
After all that toil, I believe we deserve a bit of a rest.
That we do.
Tamamdır Yusuf'cum. Evet. Bu ilk paket de bitti ya. Baya bitirdik oyunu. Valla serüvene Ocak ayının başında başladık. Witcher 1. Sonra Witcher 2 ve Witcher 3. Tam 3 ay 14 gün sürmüş. Bütün Witcher'ları bitirmem. Ve bütün oyunları zaten yan görevleri falan hepsini yapa oynadık. Amacımız zaten hani Nisan'da Cyberpunk çıkacaktı. Cyberpunk çıkana kadar bunları bitirip daha sonra Cyberpunk oynayacaktık. Ama maalesef Cyberpunk da ertelendi Eylül ayına. 17 Eylül'e. Oyunu ön siparişini verdim, hani oyun mevcut çıksaydı direkt zaten oynayacaktık. Gene hikaye Türkçe olarak böyle akıp gidecektik. Ama Eylül ayında, artık Eylül ayında Cyberpunk'la coşarız yine. Bakalım. O zamana kadar dediğim gibi güzel, hoşuma giden oyun olursa gene öyle kanalda seri yaparız, oynarız. Onun haricinde de takılırız işte ya. Battle Royale falan. Şeyler buluruz yapacak. Eve gitsem iyi olur. Evine git. Ben de eve gidecektim zaten, iyi oldu. Hadi gidelim evimize bir. Henüz bitmedi oyun. Bakalım neler göreceğiz şimdiki. Evimizde. Ay. Roça bak, otluyor da. Evim güzel evim.
Some unknown individual barged into the residence. I resisted as best I could, but to no avail.
Kim geldi ya?
Alas, they did not do me the basic courtesy of introducing themselves.
Allah Allah, bir bakalım. Biri ziyarete geldi Allah'ım. Ta ta ta ta. Uhu, Yennefer. Çikolatam. Hoş geldin. Evimize.
And beautiful as ever.
Won't you even ask why I've come? Or how I found you?
Wouldn't get a straight answer anyway.
Quite true.
Used to bother me, all your secrets. Now I know if you have something to tell me, tell me. Don't need to ask.
I missed you, Geralt. Madly. Come outside. We can hold hands and stare at the sky. Like some shitty two-crown
Aga
romance.
be. Aga be. Hay vay. Bir sürü kitap getirmişsin.
Brought quite a few books. Let me guess. Working on a new spell?
Not at all. These aren't grimoires, just pleasure reading. The name of the orchid. A widower for half a year.
Always thought you too busy to make time for something as impractical as pleasure reading.
Because I was. But now I'm not. A few weeks ago, I awoke to the realization that I know not what to do next. I have no plan. I have no goal. And you know what? I like that. Finally, I can stop thinking about politics and focus on what's important to me. Which is why I came here.
Okay. Sevdin mi buraları?
Liking Toussaint so far?
The landscape's lovely and the towns are charming, no question about that.
But
the southern sun plays havoc with my wardrobe. To be blunt, wear black down here and you're pretty damn hot.
Might need to think about changing your color palette. Off-white and pea green, for instance.
And I'll wear scents distilled from turnips and daisies. I think I shall simply stay in the shade. And you'll bring me cool drinks. at regular intervals.
Bring you whatever you want. You know, feels kind of strange having a home.
I must say I never pictured you owning real estate.
Was something of an accident, but I'm not about to complain. Yen, back then, before we fought the hunt, said you wanted to run away with me to the world's end. This vineyard, good enough?
Yes, although there's one thing missing.
Namely,
I shall give you a hint.
Büyük beyaz dört ayağı var.
Has 4 legs, category taxidermy.
oh yeah,
Tek boynuz.
unicorn.
Unicorn.
Fine, you can bring it down here.
I knew you'd see things my way.
Görüşürüz Yusuf, kendine iyi bak, eyvallah. Evet, mutlu sonla bitirdik. Mutlu sonumuzu
Never
kutlayalım.
thought this day would come. Me and you, peace and quiet. Bees buzzing, birds chirping.
I almost regret delaying so long before coming to you. I was quite the silly goose.
You have doubts? Though I imagine it might have been hard coming after me. Always were proud as a peacock.
Please, Geralt. I'm not like other sorceresses to feel that following someone means my wings have been clipped.
Ooh, watch what you say about your colleagues. Remember, it's an ill bird that fouls its own nest.
Well said, Witcher. You're not only handsome, but wise, too. I feel a bit like the cat that got the canary.
Yeah, and I'm... Damn it, you win. This time.
Ha!
How'd that start, anyway? Our duels and wordplay.
Forgotten. It was at a vernissage in Barnard. You started it to keep from going mad with boredom. I remember finding your sense of humor both groan-worthy and somehow endearing. Never change, Geralt. I beg you.
So, talk again later?
Of course. I'm not going anywhere.
Hay canını yerim ya, gitmiyor ya. Artık bizimle ya, burada böyle yatacak bütün gün. Allah'ım. Bir evime bir bakayım, başucuma bir şey koymuştu ya, Regis. Ne koymuş benim başucumun neresi? Aha. Regis imzalı mektup, oku. Bu yazıyı okursan tuzun sınırlarının çok uzaklarındayım ve mutaj jeneratörümü bulmuşsun demek oluyor. Elbette bu alete istediğin ismi verebilirsin. Belki kulağına daha hoş gelen bir şey bulursan veya mutajener konusunda bilginin benimkine nazaran çok daha engin ve esas olacağından şüphem olmadığından ötürü koyacağın ismi işlevin daha iyi yansıtacak bir şey de olabilir. Boş zamanlarımda bu aygıt üstünde çalışıyordum ama artık bitti ve ben de bir mucidin icadını amaçladığı şekilde kullanmasından önce olabileceği ölçüde ikna olmuş vaziyetteyim. İşlevinin ne amaca hizmet etmesini amaçladığımı merak ediyor olmalısın. Elektrobüyüsel enerji dalgalarını bedenlerden, senin açından düşünürsek öldürdüğün canavarların ve canilerin bedenlerinden emerek çalışıyor. Kritik bir miktara ulaşacak kadar emdiğinde ise mutajeneratör toplanan enerjiyi bir güçlü mutajene dönüştürüyor. İyi bir şekilde değerlendireceğini umuyorum. Senin de anlayacağın üzere ben amatör bir mühendisim ki bu sebepten ötürü bu işlemi senin için yönetemiyor oluşumu mazur görmelisin. Sonunda hangi mutajenin çıkacağı rastgele olarak belirleniyor. Yani mutajen yeşil, kırmızı ya da mavi şansa kalmış. Fakat renklerin genellikle değişim gösterdiğini belirtebilirim. Hediyemi yararlı bulacağını düşünüyorum. Çok değerli sadık dostum. Emil Regis, Rochelak, Terzif, Godefroy. Oğlum nasıl bir isim ya. Not. Mutajeneratörü bizzat elden vermek yerine neden evine yollattığımı merak ediyor olabilirsin. Tevazu göstermek gerekçesiyle böyle yaptığımı bilmelisin. İnanıp inanmamak sana kalmış. Kendine iyi bak Geralt. Hediyenin sana iyi bir şekilde hizmet etmesi dileğiyle. Mutajeneratör. Güzel. Şimdi şuraya şu tabloyu, tamam mı? Buraya bizim tablomuzu asacağız. Yani şunu. Ah. Keş. Av ganimetimiz yok ya. Püh. Şu tabloyu da değiştirelim. Mesela bu nasıl? O büyük güzel. Tam oturdu. Yani şöyle bakınca tam oturdu da şu dolap biraz işi bozuyor ama olsun. Olsun. Şu elbise duruyor mu? Ha, o da görev eşyasıdır değil mi? Buraya asamam. Peki.
How might I be?
Thanks.
Ya şuraya şey alıyorduk, onu bulamadım bak. Buraya bir tane Ayşe teyze alıyorduk, yemek yapıyordu bize ya. O ablayı bulamadım ama nereden yaptığımızı. Kötü oldu. Keşke bulabilseydim. Öf. Burada seviliyorum ve bu bölümü burada bitiriyorum arkadaşlar. Witcher 3 böylelikle son erdi. Kendinize çok çok iyi bakın. Hepinize iyi geceler, iyi hafta sonları, iyi tatiller diliyorum. Bir dahaki yayında artık işte dediğim gibi ne oynarız bilemiyorum. Kafamıza göre takılacağız. Görüşmek üzere. Kendinize iyi bakın. Hoşça kalın. Bay bay.